Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Over here at Creative Kitchen and Bath with my good buddy, Chef Alison Davis. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm feeling a little yellow. Okay, now, we have to tell everyone, we're making what?
Peanut butter fudge.
Peanut butter fudge. Now, we already made one, everyone. And I wasn't very successful.
It didn't set.
I will take the blame. So, what are we doing?
All right, so we're going to make it so it's going to set this time. It's definitely going to set this time. I think what it is you have to really let your milk and sugar boil long enough to where it's not super liquidy.
Before?
Oh yeah, I've made this recipe.
But I just shoved it all in too quick.
This recipe has been in my family, and I've been making this since I was in like 7th grade, so I know it works. Because I've made it and we've had it every holiday. But this is another DIY, another little kind of holiday gift. So what we're going to start with is a 1/2 cup of milk, and don't hate me, but 2 cups of sugar. It's a lot of sugar.
I've given up. What I've noticed is this whole Christmas week that we're making all our little Christmas DIYs, it's all about sugar.
Yes,
I've given up.
So you take your sugar and your milk, and you've got to bring it to a boil.
Gee, that smells nice.
So the sugar and milk are going to come to a boil, and you've got to let it boil for about 1 to 2 minutes, okay?
Yep.
You have to keep an eye on it, though, because you will notice, and as it comes up, that it will boil over. And so you really have to kind of keep stirring it and keep kind of watching your heat as it comes up to a boil.
Okay.
The only other 2 ingredients that we're going to add to this is a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a cup of peanut butter. And so once this boils...
Crunchy peanut butter or smooth
Crunchy peanut butter would be great, but I typically do smooth so that it's just a really smooth, clean fudge.
Nothing better than crunchy peanut butter. I love it.
And you know, I haven't thought about it, but now we have all those cashew butters and almond butters.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could maybe substitute one of those in for the peanut butter, and so I'll have to maybe try that and get back to you.
That's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah. So in a pan, I typically recommend like an 8 by 8 inch pan, but you can make a little thicker fudge using like a 3rd pan like this. So this will pour, but it'll be like a nice little bit thicker pieces.
Okay.
So we're starting to get a little bit of bubble action here. I'll let you stir.
Okay. You gotta talk.
Yeah, so we got a cup of peanut butter. We're going to measure out our vanilla. One thing you can do is we could stir and kind of mix the peanut butter and vanilla in ahead of time.
You wouldn't?
You could. You could mix these 2 together before you add it in. Dirties up another bowl, so I'm just going to add them in at the same time.
Well, you're only going to make me wash it, so don't do it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have a chocolate fudge and some others, but yeah, it just dawned on me that we can maybe use the almond butter or cashew butter.
Hey, did you know there was a such thing as vegan butter?
Yes.
Oh.
It's made with soy, right?
I bought it by accident from Whole Foods. It's actually pretty good. It's
really?
not, yeah.
But it's a soy product, am I right?
No, soy-free as well.
It is soy-free.
Yeah.
So it's plastic?
I think.
I don't know. I have to look at the...
I don't know, everyone. I actually just...
Do you see where we're at?
Can we grab a shot of that? This is the mistake I didn't make. I didn't let it boil like this.
So you really have to keep a good eye on it, but we want to let it boil for a good solid 1 to 2 minutes, just so that it's not too liquidy, and it will set up, because that's what happened the last time.
Okay.
So you really kind of have to make sure that you pay attention to this point of allowing it time to boil.
My bad. I always thought you couldn't boil milk.
You can.
Yeah,
you can scorch milk, but you can boil it, especially now that we've got all that sugar in there.
Yeah.
So this is more of like a candy, stage and what's happening.
Gotcha.
We're letting this boil, and then we're going to add in our teaspoon of vanilla, our
you're gonna put that
peanut
in there?
butter. Yeah, it's going to go in here, but again, I'm letting it boil just to make sure that we kind of cook this down just a bit, and then it's going to pour right into here. And honestly, it should start to set at the point of you pouring it in. You'll be able to see it set.
If there's no after shot of the finished product, you know yet again that I destroyed the fudge. My bad.
You're fine.
But I think we're pretty good so far.
We're good so far.
Yeah. It's a cooking show that you learn on the go.
How? Well, why not?
Yes.
It's live.
Hey, if you want to find out what all this recipe is about, head over to wtvq.com/Midday Kentucky. Or you can also follow Chef Alison Davis on Instagram. Guys,
Chef Alison Davis.
At Chef Alison
or
Davis,
Midday Kentucky Instagram. There's Troy's always on there doing all kinds of fun stuff and videos with you. Got some good new interns.
I've got 5 Emilys, I call them. Emily 1 to 5. Yeah. We'll be back after this short break, everyone.